What up? What up? Welcome back to another episode of No Excuse Just Result podcast. I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Hey, welcome back, my brother. You doing all right today?
Good. How about yourself, man?
Doing good, man. It's a Monday, man. You know how it is, man. Getting through that
Yeah,
traffic,
get back
bro.
into it.
Yeah, bro. Need to take a 4 month vacation.
Hey, I get it. I
Man,
get it.
whew, yeah. Drivers, boy. When you get all the way up there and you look up there, you be like, ain't nothing up there. You like, damn, why y'all just what's the point? Why y'all slowing down?
You know how it is. Everybody rubbernecking, man.
Yeah, and I'm in a little red car. I'm wishing that it
Everybody
would.
rubbernecking, so you already know it's gonna slow down because everybody ain't focused.
Yeah, and everybody being aggressive on the interstate for no reason too, boy. I
Yeah.
mean trucks, 18 wheels just taking up lanes, but that's another story for another day, man. Let's talk about the Spurs, bro. They introduced, well, I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
introduce. I would say the Spurs. Well, Coach Popovich made his. I wouldn't say. Well, he made his initial debut coming back from the stroke that he suffered, and he's still a part of the team. I think he's operations. So he's still like behind the scenes or whatever.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be like a team president role type thing.
yeah. Uh, I by the way, I don't know if you peeped this. I like the old school Spurs jumpsuit. I don't know if you
There
peeped
you
that.
go.
I don't know if you peeped that. That was fresh. I ain't gonna lie. That
No,
was fresh. That was
no, it
dope.
was. I just think, man, it's unfortunately like it's time, man. Like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
when you having you know back to back medical emergencies, it's unfortunately it's time.
yeah,
And then, just seeing even today how he was like struggling to take on and off the court, man, it was like,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
it, it,
it's
it
time to
hurts.
step down. That travel,
Yeah,
that NBA travel schedule is crazy.
it's not
That
made for
stress
everybody.
of coaching, you did your work, you're a Hall of Fame coach,
Hell
you
yeah,
you had some dynasties, you
hell
know,
yeah. I agree with you on that.
just sit back, man, and
And
enjoy it
enjoy the fruits
because
of the labor. Yeah,
enjoy it, man. And now you can, he can still be involved,
yeah,
you know, I don't know how much involved he's going to be. It could be like an honorary title. I'm not 100% sure, but it
yeah,
still allows him to be involved. But it
yeah,
also takes a lot of that big stress off of him because
yeah.
now he's not on that court making these decisions and doing these practices, playoffs and all
I
that
was
stuff. So
I would say this, bro. Before I ask your opinion on the new coach, I would say that was one coach that would challenge his players and didn't care if you was a superstar or not.
yeah,
If you wasn't playing, he will pull you out the game quick with the
and
quickness.
I think that's why we seen Duncan there today. Like they respected him for that, right?
Yeah,
Um, he's a player's coach. People
yeah,
love playing for him.
yeah.
Um, he got the most out of his players. Like I don't think anybody expected Tony or Manu to be what they turned out to be in his system. So I
That's
mean, dude is definitely a good coach, and
yeah.
applaud him for everything that he did do. Um,
He's
but
definitely
shit,
helped the Spurs leg organization out. He definitely helped build the Spurs organization. I'm sorry, but
hundred
yeah,
percent.
that's what I'm. Yeah,
No, yeah, 100%. I think Mitch is gonna have a tough time, not because of
that's what I was going to ask you. How do you think the fans will are willing to accept him with grace, or you think they're going to hold him up to a high standard? Like, hey, this is what we're used to, and you have to
well, they ain't
prove.
they ain't been the Spurs. They haven't been, the dynasty Spurs as of late, right?
Well,
That's why they got. That's why they got Wemby. You
let me
know,
rephrase my question then. Do you think, far as how the past coach challenges players, do you think they will hold them to that standard? Far as you need to call players out when they're not playing, don't sit there and just let the prima donna players play because they're a superstar and they're not playing defense, or you not, like that.
I mean,
That's my question.
I think everybody knows that this is a different coach, different coaching staff. They're going to have different philosophies. You can't expect to have this dude be another Gregg Popovich because I don't know if there's going to be another Gregg Popovich. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
he's going to have to build out his own lane, his own coaching style, and he's going to have to do what's best for him and what
Yeah,
he sees best for that team as of right now. Because
yeah,
they have a young squad. They
yeah,
have Wemby.
yeah.
Hopefully, the, his health is not that big of a detriment to his
I
career,
saw Wemby playing soccer, bro. He was out there playing
then he
soccer,
might be cool. But
headbutting.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a young squad. I think there's gonna be a learning curve that people are gonna have to expect. There's
Yeah.
gonna be some bumps, some bumps and
Yeah.
bruises along the way.
Yeah. Of
But
course.
the one thing I think that helps is you have Wimby, who has the potential of, I don't want to say it, but like becoming a superstar and ultimately like taking over the league. Like, and all you
Yeah.
got to do is find some pieces to go around him. I mean, they
Yeah.
tried this year. That's why they brought in Chris Paul.
Yeah.
But just still finding ways to
Yeah.
build out that roster around him and being able to compete, I think is going to be the next step. So we just got to see
Yeah.
what they do.
Wemby is definitely could be a potential face of the NBA later down the line. I would say, long as he continued putting up the numbers that he's putting up when he is playing, and just staying healthy.
Yeah,
And because
that's
you
going to
really
be a
don't,
big one.
yeah, because you don't really hear about him in no drama or nothing like that. He seemed like a kid that stayed to himself. Very smart kid from what I was reading. Carry books everywhere he goes, definitely into reading. So I'm just like, oh yeah, he's definitely
Is he
someone.
reading, or he doing like LeBron? This have been LeBron been on the first page of books for years.
Said nah, they said LeBron was playing the game the whole time. He had the pages carved out where he can put his phone in there. And they
No,
said
but I
you see
mean,
LeBron flip up, he's playing that darn game. But nah, seriously though.
bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
Mhm.
Wimby and Castle, that's a good starting core. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
I agree. They
I
got time
mean,
to build. Build
you
definitely
got
got
a
time to build.
young core, and it's you know they didn't have the best year this year,
Yeah, yeah,
so once again they're gonna have a chance to keep building on this young
yeah,
core, man,
yeah.
and they keep finding good talent. Like
That is true.
Castle,
That's one thing I can say about the Spurs. They
Castle
definitely
came
do
in and he
find good
balled
time.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So give him some time. He's got some experience under his belt this year. You're
yeah,
gonna give Wimby a full year next year. It's gonna be fun to see. It's gonna be fun to
yeah,
see.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting. And I think by them guys being down there and them being so young, I
Yeah,
I really honestly deep down, I really think it'll be easier to them to get another superstar. A superstar wouldn't mind going down there and playing with them. Just potentially. I don't know, but
I can see
it's
that.
once again, it's an environment where you in San Antonio. So it's just like if you willing to go down there and play, I don't know.
Well,
So but
but that goes into what I said though. Like that big name, you feel me? Like
yeah,
having Wimby, people are gonna want to play.
yeah. That's a
I
cheat
mean,
code, bro.
it is,
Once
and
he get his strength where it needs to be, and he put on, I figure if he put on a little bit more size, far as weight. When I say weight, just you know what I'm saying, and then just his strength goes up a little bit more, bro. He is an ultimate cheat code, bro.
yeah.
That is
But I mean,
crazy.
the other thing that I look at though, like you know, it's not like they running at the end of their career. Like it's not like you have a LeBron down there, right? Who's
Nah,
40.
yeah,
These are young cats.
yeah,
And when I watched San Antonio play, like they showed effort. Um, they showed fight, just
yeah,
some injuries that kind of hurt them down the line, but
yeah,
they never gave up. Like I think they beat Golden State towards the end of the year, which kind of
yeah,
pushed them into the play in.
yeah.
Even without Wimby, but it and
That's
I think they got a top 10 pick, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they're number 8. So they'll have the chance to get a nice little pick. They'll be able to get somebody that can complement those players. So it
Let me
is
ask you
really
this:
good.
would you trade for that pick?
What
Leverage
you
that
mean?
leverage that pick for a trade that somebody that's already NBA and pick somebody up that's already kind of established, got a name for themselves, and know how to get to that next level? Or would you just go on and take your chances with the pick? mean, it's not either way. It's nothing wrong, but I'm just saying because you definitely that organization definitely build great players. But I just, well, what would you do if you going into that next season if you was the coach? It's a tough
um,
decision.
yeah, it honestly just all depends on the draft class. I ain't looked too much into it honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
same here.
but it just really all depends, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I'm saying, um, definitely good luck to the Spurs and good health to Coach Popovich
Yeah,
and man, wish y'all number love and peace and a great season this year and staying healthy as well at that. But like I said, man, we appreciate y'all joining us, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment, let us know how you feeling about this, how you feeling about the Spurs organization. Um, but yeah, man, just let us know. I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Hey, peace out.
I'm tripping.